it's Omicron. Falcon hates puns and thinks that they're all wrong. One's American and one is an Aussie. Talking about StarCraft 2 and the esports scene.
How's it going?
It's all right. It's podcast day.
It is. It is indeed.
Mm-hmm.
I was aware of this already, but thank you.
I'm doing well because it is podcast day. Just providing some context.
Oh, okay. Okay. You're really jonesing for a podcast.
Mm-hmm. Lots to talk about.
Really? Is
Yep.
there?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there is.
Dude, BlizzCon's going on. Are you kidding right now?
I mean, it's not going on right now.
I mean, not BlizzCon, but the WCS Global Finals, which is really what we care about from BlizzCon. Come on. We care about Overwatch 2.
I deeply care about Overwatch 2.
Oh,
Falcon.
shoot.
You have no idea how much Overwatch means to me, and the
I-
Traces and the Genjis and the other heroes whose names I definitely remember.
Winston. I know about Winston.
Winston, and Junkrat.
Yeah, Junkrat.
Yeah.
And, this should be a fun game. How many Overwatch characters can we name? May.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, May. Are we just taking turns?
Yeah, your turn.
Okay, so you've got McCree,
Yes.
voiced by Matthew Mercer from Critical Role.
Fantastic. What a great
Yeah.
role for him.
Bonus
Okay.
points because I know the actor.
Ooh, that is really good, actually. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go Mercy. I'm going to go Mercy.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Symmetra.
Ooh, yeah, good one.
Yeah.
That's robot? Is that a robot one?
No.
No?
No.
Symmetra. Oh, is she the assassin?
No. That's
Dang it.
Widowmaker. Bonus points for me.
Yeah. Hey! Not fair. Who's Symmetra?
Symmetra's
You don't even know.
no, she's an Indian lady in the game, right?
Oh, okay. Mhm.
And but she can create things from her imagination through technology. Like if she can conceive it, she can make it, sort of a thing.
So it's like Momo on My Hero Academia.
Kind of, but not from her body.
Oh.
Right,
not
it's a
magic?
technology. No. Well, might as well be.
Yeah, exactly. Might as well be magic. All right. My turn, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't use
I'm gonna
Widowmaker.
go Soldier. Oh crap! 76. 76.
Is it 76?
Or is it
You're not thinking about
77?
Fallout 76.
I know, right? It's 76.
It's 76, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I hear he's got a new premium subscription service.
That's like an April Fool's thing, Blizzard. Although they should probably stay away from any kind of joking for the time being.
Probably, yeah, yeah. Let's see, who else do we have?
Should be writing these down. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, okay.
McCree, Winston. You said Tracer.
Mm-hmm.
Symmetra, Soldier 76. Junkrat.
Yep,
May.
Mm-hmm.
Widowmaker.
correct.
Who else have we said? Is that it?
I think that's it.
Okay. There's your list.
Alright, cool. Torbjorn.
Oh, yes. Torbjorn.
Yeah.
Good one.
Mm-hmm.
Reinhardt?
Reinhardt is a character, yeah.
Okay. He's the big shieldy guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
We're better at this than
what we,
we should be for how dismissive we are of this game.
I mean, I only played it for like 6 months straight.
Oh, dang. You should beat me on this.
Oh, I should definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why next I'm gonna go with Ashe.
Ash. Who the crap
Yeah.
is Ash?
Ashe was introduced at BlizzCon last year. She's kind of like a female McCree.
She's a gunslinger?
Gunslinger, cowboy, cowgirl kind of thing.
Sweet.
Yep. She has like a robot manservant as her ultimate. Yep.
Robot servants are cool, I guess.
Mm.
Does he, like, serve your enemies?
I don't know, he's just like an NPC, I think.
Oh,
This was after I stopped playing.
fair enough. Maybe you saw a video about it once.
I probably jumped into the game for like 10 minutes to try it, and I was like, oh, okay, that's what it does, and then stopped playing. About this time last year.
Okay, who's Edgy Dad? Edgy Dad exists.
Edgy Dad?
Can I just call him Edgy Dad?
No.
Isn't it like Widowmaker's dad or something?
I
Do you
have
know
no
who
idea
I'm
what you're on
thinking
about.
is the old man. He's got a history. I'm gonna Google Widowmaker's dad. I'm not gonna get credit for this.
No.
This is not helping.
Spoilers, it's not Widowmaker's dad.
Well, that's why this
Whoever
Google isn't working, is it?
Whoever you're thinking about, it's not who you think it is.
No, definitely not.
Mm.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna do Overwatch Edgy Dad.
You really need it. Soldier 76, probably.
Soldier 76 is one of them, but like he hangs out with another dude.
Okay.
Reaper?
I mean, maybe. I'm not up to date with all the lore, but I wouldn't have thought of him as Widowmaker's dad. He's kind of like Soldier 76's age, so maybe.
Okay.
They were like in the service together as buddies at one point or something.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
So you're thinking of Reaper.
Yes, but I don't get
Okay.
credit for it.
Alright, fair.
Here, this is what I was talking about.
Edgy dads.
No, you're a meme.
No, this meme I did not. Okay, that's a little cheating. There's a whole picture with all the people.
Oh, I didn't look at all of it. I just looked at the Soldier 76 and Reaper.
Okay, well, that has like literally most of the characters on there. So I'm gonna say Lucio. So I already had that one prepared. And then close that image.
And Lucio is the green Jamaican dude?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, he's not green. You know what I mean.
Yeah, he wears green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Lucio. I guess I should put Reaper on the list.
Lucio, by the way, you can buy Lucio cereal at some participating outlets in America.
When's the last time there was a Blizzard product that had a cereal?
That might be it.
Might be the first time ever. What a momentous occasion. They're called Lucio O's. You can still buy them.
Yeah, doesn't surprise me.
They just look like Fruit Loops. All right.
They probably are.
They probably are. Where to buy? We're sorry, we couldn't find any sellers of this product. Well, thanks Kellogg's.com. You're the best.
I getting off topic.
Yeah.
But I was browsing like a place that you can buy like American stuff.
Yeah.
Because I saw it was like, hey, do you want to get Lucky, what's the cereal? Lucky Charms?
Lucky Charms. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, hey, do you want Lucky Charms? I was looking into it, and I was just digging through their menu, seeing what they had. When I noticed this is something that you can get, which is American Snacks and Cereal, but the product is Mexican Coke as American Snacks and Cereal.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, we do love our Mexican Coke here because it uses real sugar. Hard to find, but we like it.
Yeah, but I don't think it's necessarily a cereal.
No, definitely not a cereal. All right. Mexican Coke, 24-pack. Amazing. It comes in glass bottles. It's better, but...
It is in glass bottles, yeah.
Oh, it is. Awesome. Even better. Cool
I
stuff.
just don't want to pay $65 for a box of Coke.
Yeah. Do you?
No.
Probably not.
No.
I assume that includes shipping, though.
No. That'd be before shipping.
Okay, fair enough. All right, boy. Monkey guy, Reinhardt guy, the old dads. Ooh, Pink. Who's Pink one?
Pink. Descriptive.
I know, right? I'm struggling so hard at this point. You can tell.
I've got like two more at least.
Oh, I'm gonna lose. I think I already have lost. You've named more than I have. I think I owe you 2 is the problem. Oh gosh, bow and arrow guy.
Mm-hmm.
Hanzo.
Hanser. Very good.
Hanzo. Because Hanzo main was a big meme on Reddit for a while. Because people hated Hanzo mains.
Right. I'm gonna say Bastion.
Bastion. Robot.
Yep.
The little birdie pet.
Yes.
Okay.
I have that little bird somewhere around here.
I was not going to he was not going to come to mind at all, but as soon as you said Bastion, I knew who it was. Oh my gosh. Brown hair, where's Pink? Robot friend-ish something? God, I have nothing though.
You can surrender if you want.
I surrender. Who is that?
You're thinking of Diva.
Diva. Oh yeah, she's a voice pack in StarCraft.
Yeah, and she's also an ex StarCraft 2 pro gamer. Totally.
Yep.
That they didn't retcon and forget.
Nope, not at all.
No.
Nope. Anyway,
So we have Zarya, I think his name is. She's the Russian, like, muscle-bound Olympist.
Oh yeah, she's new.
Olympian, yeah. She's not
Fairly
new. She was in the launch.
She was in launch.
Yeah.
Must not be very popular.
I have no idea.
I mean, did a lot of people play her when you were playing?
Yeah, but I mean the heroes, like, because of the way it works, you swap out regularly, so someone might use her, but then switch to her later, and then I might not see it for the rest of the game.
Gotcha.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. It just also depends on the game mode. You also have Roadhog.
Roadhog. Okay.
And then the hamster, whose name I can't remember.
Ooh. Oh, I forgot
Hammond.
about the
Hammond.
hamster.
Hammond, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yep, Hammond
Yeah.
Overwatch comes up. I remember when he came out, the prevailing thought was Blizzard was like, look, stop sexualizing all of our characters on Tumblr. Here's a hamster. Have at it. And they were like, oh, we can do that. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. No worries, bro.
We
Hold
got
my beer.
this. Yeah. All right. Is that it?
Did we mention Genji? The Cyborg Ninja ripoff from Metal Gear Solid?
I don't think we did. Didn't mention Sombra.
Nope.
Brigitte.
Oh, yeah. Reinhardt's cousin or something.
Doomfist. Holy crap, there are so many characters.
Forgot about Doomfist.
Yeah.
Who else is there? There's one that's like
I think that's all we missed. Oh, Moira.
Moira. Yeah, we missed Moira. We also missed. We did miss someone. I don't remember who it is.
Tracer,
it's Ana.
Ana?
Yeah, A-N-A.
It's a real boring name. Everyone else has cool names. Oh yeah, there she
Sure.
is. She looks like a sniper too.
And then there's Anna's daughter. She is a sniper. She's a healing sniper. She shoots you with sniper rifle bullets that heal.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like my type of thing. That's
actually pretty-
awesome.
I did play it for a bit. She was fun. But then there's Anna's daughter, who's like, she has like a jetpack and a rocket launcher.
Farah.
Farah, that's it. Yeah,
That's the only one.
sure is.
Farah.
All right.
She does a spinny thing with her guns.
Sure.
Anyway, whatever. Cool. Overwatch. We're done. No more Overwatch for the rest of the year.
Deal.
WCS Global Finals is going on, and boy, has it been a lot of fun. I gotta say, the games I've watched have been a lot of fun. Tons of these series have gone to the 5th game or the 4th game. For the first time, as far as I understand, they've gone to a 5-game series in the group stages instead of just the old 3-game series.
Okay.
So, yeah, the announcers are talking about that a few times, where it's like, okay, so somebody goes down 2-0, but they've been able to make these comebacks, and normally they'd just be done, but they can come back, win 3-2, or going down 1-0 isn't as disastrous as it used to be, just that sort of thing. So, I mean, we had, the Group A went 3-2, 3-2, 3-2, 3-1, 3-1. The Group of Death, surprisingly, was a ton of sweeps. Like the
Yes.
group where we figured would be the most hard fought was 0-3, 0-3, 0-3, 0-3, and then a 2-3,
Yes.
which is insane. It's like Maru and Time was the first match. Time beat Maru 3-2, which was crazy go nuts. And then it was just sweep, 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 sweep after that, including Maru sweeping Time, which, sure, why not? That's a thing that happened.
Yeah, he woke up.
He did.
Like, yeah. Maru is like a shark of Terrans. Every now and then he just like puts half his brain to sleep and lets the other one go, but that's the half that actually knows how to play StarCraft. And then he wakes it back up and then he plays again.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's how that works.
exactly. And I mean, he 3-0'd stats, man. Who? What? How? He's been so bad against stats for the last calendar year.
Right. I mean, has Stats done much in the last calendar year? Maybe Stats just played bad.
Maybe Maru's
I
the
mean-
same as he's always been.
Yeah, maybe. Stats went 0-6 in the group. Right? He didn't win a
Well,
single
sure, but getting 3-0'd by Cyril is not like that happens, right?
game. Sure. Best Protoss in the world gets 3-0'd. Yeah, in a best of 5.
Yeah, by the best
Right.
player in the world, who also plays the best race in the world currently. That's just really stacked. That deck is bad, right?
Yeah, I still feel like the best Protoss in the world should still be able to pull at least a game out if he's playing on point.
I agree. But I mean, the strange thing is, didn't Trap finish higher in the GSL standings?
Yeah.
Yeah, Trap
because-
and Classic and Hero did.
Yeah, Stats is only like he came 8th.
Stats is not the best Protoss player in the world this year.
Not this year. I mean, he has he got second at Katowice,
Yeah, no.
and
I mean, to
Assembly
make it-
Summary came first, right? Like he's trying.
Look, to make top 8 in GSL standings is insanely good. Like, I'm not saying
Yeah.
he sucks, but he's just not the best Protoss player in the world. Anyway, so Cyril dispatched him.
Yes.
Then Group C was a lot of fun. I was trying to look at it. So yeah, Raynor gets through.
Mm-hmm.
Hero does not. So another Protoss player ends up falling there, but Classic does make it in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, Hero Marine is one of those players. I think, did he go down? I think he might have gone down 2-0 against Classic and then won the next 3 games to win the series, which was nuts.
Yeah, I think that is how that happened.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a reverse sweep.
Yeah, and then Raynor kicked his trash, and then Classic kicked his trash, and Hero Marine's day was done. But that was pretty good. That was a pretty good showing from him. I was really impressed by that.
Yeah, definitely.
And then in Group D, yeah, I mean, the Laser and Neeb fought hard, but Rogue and Trap got out of there. As
Whoa,
expected.
I was just looking. Hero Marine took home $12,000 for that performance.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad for like 9 hours of work in a day.
Well, 9 hours of work and all the work he did all year to get here. I mean, that was
Yeah, it's
that's
true,
the
but-
work.
I mean, he probably, yeah, don't get me wrong, but he also got paid at other events for that other work, so
Right. That's true.
spreads out a little bit.
So it was good.
Hmm.
So end of the day, I mean, the Foreigners fought hard, but at the end of the day, Cyril made it through and Raynor
Reyno.
made it through.
Yep.
Which,
Yep.
if you had told me only 2 Foreigners are making it through into the quarterfinals, I would have probably picked those 2.
I mean, yeah, you did pick those 2.
Yeah.
Right. I would like to point out that a Laser came right down to that game 5. Otherwise, he
Yes.
would have made it through.
Yeah. He took Trap
Yeah.
to game 5 for sure.
Yeah, it was close, but he did not make it through. Which brings us to the predictions. Now that we've gone through basically all the groups.
Oh, yes. We did do that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yep.
And I can say with some confidence, I told you so. So.
Just because you picked Maru, honestly, man.
I mean, yeah, I picked Maru. But at the same time, you also said, like, there's no way in the world Time's getting through there, and he sure as heck didn't, so that really doesn't matter. They
Right.
cancel each other out.
True fact.
If I had been smart, what I would have done is not... Well, last week, what I would have done is cut it so you just agreed to forfeit the 2 points from Group A.
Uh-huh. Right. If you'd been devious enough.
If I'd been devious and willing to bend the rules, as it stands, we both had Dark and Sue for Group A because you agreed with me.
Yes.
Right? I put that forward. You agreed. We both had the same result because Dark and Sue got through.
Yes.
And then we have Cyril and Maru, which I said I would. I put that through. And then that happened. So I'm 2 for 2.
Yeah, for
Right.
sure. Killing it.
Group C comes along, and I go, well, I think it's going to be Raynor and Classic. And
Sure
sure
did.
enough, it's Raynor and Classic. I'm 3 for 3.
That's really
I
good,
am-
Somicron.
I thought I was on a roll. I didn't like the first game was a Trap via Laser, and I'm like, for Group D, I'm like, I want both of these people to win. I'm just going to go to bed. I'm confident that, it'll sort itself out. I don't feel like watching this, and I went to bed, and sure enough, Trap got through, but Laser didn't.
Correct.
And Rogue did, who you predicted.
Yep.
Which means you have one more point than I do in predictions.
Ridiculous.
You win the prediction. You win.
I can't believe you got Maru and lost. Like, that's amazing. Who picks Maru out of the group of death?
Well, it's either Maru or a foreigner or the 8th best Korean player who's like the 4th best Protoss.
Fair
as
point.
we've already covered. Yeah.
Yes.
So like even when Maru wins, I lose.
Can't win for losing. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Do you support Maru from this point on? Do we? I mean, we're gonna get to that, but that's got to be interesting for you.
Well, interestingly enough, the bracket is, it's pretty close to last year's.
Yeah.
Where you have Cyril at one end, Maru at the other.
I remember looking at a very similar bracket last year.
Yeah. Actually, we should pull up last year's bracket. We should do that.
So Maru one end, Cyril the other end. Maru didn't win a single game against SOS, and Cyril dropped 3 games on his way to winning the whole thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Although I would like to point out, last year only 2 foreigners. This year only 2 foreigners. So
Yep.
that checks out. But like SOS, Special Stats, and TY did not make it. So basically,
It's amazing.
Maru, Rogue, Dark, and Cyril, half the round of 8, are the only ones to have a repeat performance.
To even
year over
show
year.
up in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
hard to do, man. It's hard to be one of the 8 best players in the world at this game. It's a difficult game.
Really?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Turns out.
Turns out.
I'm aware. And honestly, the Zerg representation is not quite as high as I expected it to be. About halfway through the round of 16. I mean, sure, there are in fact 4 Zergs, which is bad. But I was expecting like 5 or maybe even 6. It was looking really bad at one point.
For this year, there is 5.
Oh
Dark,
crap!
Rogue,
You're right. I
Reyno,
can't count
Sue,
at
and
all.
Cyril.
Well, then I was right then. Dark was sneaking down there on me. We're gonna have so much ZVZ. Oh my gosh, there's gonna be at least 2 ZVZ series this year. I'm
You
feeling
reckon?
it. Yeah.
I mean, it's theoretically you could end up with only one.
You
Yeah,
could.
I mean, I would not put my money on that.
No. No.
But okay, so do we go straight into betting, or do you want to talk about these games?
Well, talk about analysis a little bit. I think that's fine.
Okay.
All right.
Do you have anything to say? Cyril v Sue?
I've thought this for a while. I think Cyril's weakest matchup is ZVZ. Not to say it's a weak matchup. He's really good at it, and he's scary.
No.
But I just think when I go into a game with Cyril playing against a Protoss, I feel really good about it. And when I go into ZVT, I feel really good about it. But ZVZ is just the jankiest matchup, and you can be playing super well, and then one bad thing goes wrong, and suddenly you're just overwhelmed and dead. I mean, I just, as part of the Africa World 45 with Laughing Games last night, I cast a ZVZ between Don Regu and Solar. And it was like a 25, 26 minute long ZVZ. We're into Lurker, Hydra, Viper play. It's crazy. All over the place. Nidus rooms are erupting left and right. And Don Regu was holding his own, man. He was doing really, really well. Sniping off bases, losing his own, but recovering pretty well from it. And then just one battle just hinges on the upgrade is just a little bit better for Solar. He crushes it, and then it's over. Boof. Snap at the fingers. I mean, I'm not saying that doesn't happen in the other matchups, but I just feel like ZVZ is a little bit more unforgiving for mistakes as compared to other ones. I could be wrong about that.
Well, I don't know. Whether or not you're right or wrong doesn't matter. You feel like it's a coin flip, and you've presented that argument well, so I'm willing to let it go.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that it's literally a coin flip. It's just weighted in a way that the better player doesn't win as often as they do in the other matchups, I think.
Right, yeah.
That's all.
So, looking at Cyril and Ligalak, his best matchup is currently ZVZ, according to a Ligalak.
All right.
Yeah. So, you're going to throw that out there.
Well, if his best matchup is ZVZ, then his ZVTs and ZVPs are even better than I thought. So,
Yeah. It puts it at 70%?
He's won 70% of his ZVZs?
Yeah.
Is that this year or is that all time?
That's all time.
Okay, so what about since he's become Cyril? Can you do that?
Okay, so on a league like you have all time, you have form, which I assume is current, right? Like what's his current form, and then his highest, and then his rivalries. So
Okay.
in his current form, if I'm reading this right, because it doesn't say current form, I'm just assuming it is. It puts his ZVZ at 90%.
Curse your statistics. Stop bringing facts into this. Just let me have my feelings.
Because he's won 9 out of 10 that he's played.
Series, not games. Is it
Series. I believe it's series because it wouldn't be games.
Because the
Might
one
be-
that he lost was against Rayner.
Yes.
Series. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Though, to your credit, if that's his worst matchup, then his Cyril versus Protoss and his Cyril versus Terran are both listed at 100%.
That's a fair point.
Yep.
So maybe I've been right all along. His ZVZ is terrifying, but it's his worst matchup because he's unbeatable in the other matchups. That actually goes to my whole point. Amazing. I'm glad we got to this point eventually.
Yeah.
I feel good about it. So what I'm saying is, I would not be shocked if Sue won this series. I wouldn't. I wouldn't be like, whoa, Cyril went out in the first round. No, Sue's a really good player.
Mm-hmm.
And I could see it happening.
It's true.
You're trying to get a prediction for Cyril and Sue?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. It gives it to Cyril.
That's what it is.
Inference, yeah.
Yeah.
It gives
Sorry.
it to Cyril.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. Are these best of 5 or best of? I assume
can
they're best of
choose.
5s. Yeah. No.
It says
Are
best
the
of.
games?
Oh, yeah.
But are the?
I was like, what are you doing? Yeah, it's best of 5.
Yeah. Okay. So it gives Cyril like an 89% chance to win. Right.
Holy
Like that's
crap.
what it predicts. It predicts 41%. It'll be a 3-0. 31% chance of it being a 3-1, and 16% chance of it being a 3-2.
Historical score, Cyril's won 69% of the time versus Sue.
Mm-hmm.
At form, he's 30-1 versus Sue? Oh my gosh.
No. 30-1 is his qualifying matches, like premier tournament matches and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
So-
That's crazy.
But that's not just versus Sue. So
Oh.
so if you were to break that down, the 96.77% form, that's 15 wins against Terran, 9 wins against Protoss, and then the 9
Rayner.
and 1 against Reyno.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah.
Score versus each other, 15 and 14. Oh, okay.
Yes.
See, that's interesting to me. They're 15 and 14, and yet Cyril has a 90% chance to win the series. I don't get that. Look, you're wrong. Take that, robots.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. I mean, what do you think about that? You think Cyril just stomps?
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a 3-1 at 3-2 at best. I'd hope for 3-2 just because we get more games.
Yeah, but more
But-
ZVZs. Like,
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'm not making like any comments about the quality of the games from a viewer's standpoint. I just want to see the players try harder.
yeah, got it.
And if you push it to a 3-2, when it's 2-2, everyone's gonna put out their best builds. So
Or do
theoretically
something
better games.
crazy.
yeah.
Who did that yesterday? Somebody went.
Was it Hero Marine when he was like, no, not Hero Marine. Who was it?
Oh.
Because they were.
From that group, though? The Hero Marine group?
Yeah, it might have been when it was. No. It was Classic v Raynor, I think. And he was just like down 2 games and was like, all right, Cannon Rush.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I think we're both thinking of the same thing. I just can't remember who it is.
Well, I mean, I was actually thinking about the Africa World where Don Regu was playing against
Oh.
Bud Always.
But always.
Yeah. So Bud Always, he lost the first game to Don Regu in a pretty standard, like, crap, here comes Infestor Warlord. And in the second game, he rushed carriers on Thunderbird and actually won a really long PVZ, which was awesome. And then he lost the next game. And then he had one more game, like he was needed to win this thing, and he cannon rushed Don Regu. So it was like, gutsy. Didn't work out for him, but I liked it anyway. Young
Right,
Taiwanese player, but always.
Hmm.
So yeah, sometimes that happens.
Sometimes that happens.
All right, Rainer and Trap.
Rainer and Trap. What? Are they they're playing now. Like,
Yeah.
I forgot what we were doing.
Lost track. It's fine.
Let's try. I was so like, because we were in StarCraft spoilers on the Discord, and I was like, can I just go back to my reaction for the game I was trying to work out was, and I was scrolling through that and immediately lost track of what we were doing.
Okay. I gotcha.
Yeah, I think Raynor stomps Trap. Zerg is really strong right now, and Trap's really good, but I think Classic is better, and so is Raynor.
So Trap 3-1 to Laser, 3-2 to Laser. And got 3-1 by Rogue for his PVZs. And then Raynor was 3-2 against Hero, and that was the only PVZ that he played.
Yeah.
I don't know. He dropped 2 games to Hero, though. I mean, the 7th best player in the WCS standings.
Right.
Trap is like double the GSL points, or WCS points, or whatever they call them.
Korea points.
Korea points. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Fair
know.
enough.
I could see Trap giving Raynor some trouble.
Let's take it to a Ligalac.
Oh no! Not again.
No, you don't want to hear this.
It's fine. It's fast. It's already up. Raynor and Trap. The best of 5. You got it.
I literally already have it.
Okay,
open.
go.
Yeah, it gives it to Raynor, 75% chance. That's the breakdown of that is 27% chance it'll be a 3-0. 28% chance it'll be a 1-3 or 3-1. It's got the numbers backwards for how it should be.
Yeah.
20% chance it'll be 3-2. Right.
Score versus each other. Raynor is 1-5 all time versus Trap. That's nuts.
Yep.
I wish I could see when those matches were. Match history doesn't show.
No. They were last year.
Were they in 2018?
Yes.
Where are we?
Base Trade TV Slow Week Cup round of 4. Trap beats Raynor 3-1.
Okay.
And then in the Olimol League 2018 Summer Finals qualifier pro round of 8, Trap beats Raynor 2-0.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they were a while ago. They haven't played each other in forever.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, a League Light considers that irrelevant. Because
Pretty much.
75% chance win that percent chance that Raynor wins.
Yeah, but that's the score versus each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the 5-1 that it's talking about. But it obviously doesn't seem to mean much.
Nope.
But, you know.
Not at all. Okay, that's interesting enough. Rogue and Classic. I just think Rogue is playing really, really well right now.
Yeah.
He busted out this, fairly standard little Swarmhost Nidus play with some Rogue Travator support. And Neeb just couldn't stop it at all.
I think that says more about Neeb than Rogue.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I just don't think Neeb is on the level of these players, obviously, because he didn't qualify, but he looked so helpless.
Yeah, because, I mean, I think it was like in the group stages, it was Dark Showtime? Who was it? Showtime? Yeah, Dark Showtime. Dark also did like a Nidus Roach thing, and Showtime couldn't handle it either.
Nope.
Right? I think Korean Zergs at the moment, with maybe the exception of Sooks, I don't think he did that because he was versing special.
Yeah.
We're doing lots of Nidus Swarmhost play.
They were.
Right? And
So
I
that
think,
actually, that reminds me. So I was hoping to see a higher level Korean player try to handle a Swarmhost Nidus.
Mm-hmm.
And so who was it? I actually tweeted this out. Yeah, I wanted to see how Rogue handled it versus Trap, or how Trap handled it versus Rogue.
Rogue, right.
Yeah. And the first Nidus Swarm erupts and Trap GG's out. He just wasn't prepared for it at all. I didn't get to see anything.
Oh, that's amazing.
I wanted that information. I'm like, how do elite Korean Protoss handle this? Because it can't be utterly unstoppable. It can't be this good against the top players. But then we were
Right, but-
totally robbed.
I mean, I think that's like Trap had no idea it was coming. That's why it was like, all right, just tap out. It's not even worth it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just
But-
like if it had been a DT rush that Rogue didn't see coming, he'd be like, crap, just tap out, right?
Right, maybe, but it like how he handles it is only useful information if he scouts it in advance.
Yes.
Right. Like, so I mean,
It's
if-
true. So the fact that
if
he
he
didn't
ju-
fight from a disadvantaged position doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if he had handled it from a disadvantaged position, it would have been amazing, right?
Yes.
Like, it would have been all we could talk about how this guy handles Night of Swarm Host.
Like blind.
But
Yeah.
yeah, blind. Like, but here's the thing: if you could do it blind, Zergs wouldn't be doing it,
True.
especially not in GSL.
Yeah. Definitely
Yeah.
needs to be scouted and prepared for.
Yes.
And man,
yes.
am I wrong, or I just feel like Storm is so important in that matchup, in that particular strategy. But Neeb
Yeah.
refused to research Storm,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know why. Like, I don't. He's trying to do it with
So
like.
did Showtime, didn't he? Like,
Yeah.
refused to do it versus Dark. It was just like, nope, not getting Splash. It's like, I'm gonna go with
Immortals
and
and Zealots and like an Archon, and I'm like, that's what? No, how? What? None of this makes sense. From what I've seen, you storm them all to oblivion, and then you counterattack during the cooldown.
right.
But like that wasn't
Yep.
happening. The Locusts were surviving forever and doing so much damage over and over. One of those games, in fairness, the Templar Archives got sniped about 3 times while I was trying to get Storm. That was brutal.
That's rough.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that was Need that happened to in that one game.
Yeah.
So he was trying, but man.
Showtime did, however, get seriously unlucky when his 2 oracles failed to kill the first Nidus Worm and left it on 1 hit point.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
'Cause
from
this
there it was all
almost-
downhill.
Yeah, this almost did like 20 workers worth of damage.
Yeah,
like
out of
that
that-
first wave. It,
That incredibly almost dead Nidus. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. So what I'm trying to say is, what I'd like to see in one of these ZVPs is somebody go Swarmhost Nidus against Trap or Classic and see how they handle it for reals. Scout it, prepare for it, handle it, or don't handle it. I don't know. Like, if Swarmhost Nidus goes undefeated in all through this round of 16, I will be amazed. And it will be super overpowered.
And then it'll be super patched.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, I see this game going to 3-2, personally, with Rogue winning. I would love to stop some of the Protoss here. Stop some of the Zergs here, but I,
I
don't
was
think
like,
Classic
what?
wins. Yeah, no. And cut.
I was trying to process.
Yeah. And then we have Dark and Maru. The lone Terran.
I
bottom of the
know. And
bracket.
like, okay, so what version of Maru shows up here? Is it Popeye minus the spinach or Popeye with the spinach?
Don't know. Depends, like,
It's
I don't-
impossible
like-
to predict.
yes, there's no metric for this.
No.
Yeah. I have no clue. Game could go either way. Let's hope for good games, people. That's all we can ask for.
Indeed. I hope we get tons of game 5s and like a game 7 eventually. That'd be great.
Yes.
And-
And no ZVZ finals.
And no ZVZ finals. Please, no ZVZ finals. Oh, that would be so sad. But statistically, we're going to have a ZVZ finals. If we looked at all the Aligulac matchups, it'd be like, yeah, Zergs. I mean, seriously, this matchup, Serral, Sue, Raynor, Rogue, and Dark, that's terrifying. All of those players are scary.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's true.
everybody's scary here, but like Maru does this thing where it doesn't show up sometimes. And like,
Gets
I don't
re-aired
know.
by SOS.
Trap looks bad sometimes, obviously, where he just GG'd out because he didn't scout Nidus. But yeah.
Yeah. Whew. So
This is hard.
Aligulac puts Maru v Dark, by the way. It gives it 47% Maru, 52% Dark. So expecting great things out of these players. At least an interesting game. Or 3.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is Maru didn't have to play a ZVT in his group. We never
No.
got the Maru Serral pairing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I don't know, how's his ZVT look right now? Nobody knows. He hasn't played any.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. We have no freaking clue.
All right. So the way we do, we both pick a player.
Can I pick 2 players?
Wow. Why do you need a handicap?
Because I want to take Maru, but I really don't trust him.
You can take him if he wins. You don't get any credit for it.
How about this addendum? We both get to pick a Korean and a foreigner.
Interesting. Okay, I'm down with that.
I don't know. I feel like the one player might be better, but if you're okay with 2,
What if we go 1A and 1B?
1A and 1B, what do you mean?
So, like, one of the players counts for more than the other one does that we pick? So it would take, like, both of our 1As getting to the finals. Well, even then. I don't know. Does this work? Does any of this make
I don't
sense?
know. I don't know. All right, one Korean, one foreigner. I feel like that's fair because Maru, I like you. I want to like you until Beyond gets back.
Yeah.
But I feel like Reino has a good chance here.
All right, fair enough. I will take Serral and Rogue then.
Ooh. Okay.
The past 2 BlizzCon winners. I'm feeling pretty good about that.
Yeah. There's a good pedigree there.
Yeah.
Zergs that will have won BlizzCon.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Serral, Rogue, Falcon, Maru, Raynor, Somicron.
Yes.
Have we agreed upon punishments for losing?
Well, you've got to watch more Keijo.
You think so?
I can give you like another anime. Just give me a minute. Like literally, give me 60 seconds while I look this up.
Another anime would be preferable.
Famous last words. Alright, I already have the anime in mind that I want you to watch. It's just the specific episode that I've got to look up. The anime is called How Not to Summon a Demon Lord.
I like the title.
So did I, which is why I initially ventured into it. But
Then it
I
was
was
bad?
horribly mistaken. And then it was awful.
Oh. That's a fantastic title. How do you fail with that title? I mean,
Spoilers.
yeah,
Spoilers.
exactly. Yeah, right.
The answer is it's isekai nonsense, right? And I like isekai. I want to see that genre like explored, like the idea of going to another world. And this one it's like, okay, we summoned a guy, he's overpowered and stuff. And then it kind of goes nowhere. He has like no motivation to do anything. He just gets caught up in events.
Anime Planet has it at a 7.9 out of 10 rating with 10,000 ratings.
Right. I didn't say there were no merits to the show.
Funimation gives it 5 out of 5 stars. Holy crap. This is good anime. Actually, hold on. What have they given Kaijo?
5 out of 5.
Right?
Yeah, so it looks like you're going to be watching episode 1 again.
I mean, that makes sense. I'd be less
Yeah.
lost in episode 1.
Yes, you get to see how they, summon a demon lord.
Okie doke. So Kaijo has a 4.1 out of 5 rating on Crunchyroll. IMDb says 6.8 out of 10. Anime List says 68%. Oh yeah, this is definitely getting lower rankings than How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. So, all right, I'm on board.
You also have to remember that anime often gets judged to a different standard than what you would normally give something.
True.
Like, take it with a grain of salt that this show's getting like 5 out of 5s and stuff.
Okay. I'm not expecting like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood or anything,
No.
but I'm just expecting to be better than Kaijo. That's all I want. It should not be hard. Is it hard?
Well, Kaijo actually has a good animation quality, so
That's actually true. You're right. And some decent voice acting. I recognize some of the voice actors from other stuff.
Oh, I would like you to watch this show in English, though.
Oh. I never do
Yeah.
that. I'm a subs guy.
Right, I know that, but for the purpose of this.
All right. I accept.
Yeah. Because, like, part of it should be, like, if the show's got, like, B-cast, B-talent, like, voice actors, I think you should be able to... Well, I was going to say should be able to enjoy that as well, but really subjected to is the way to put that.
True fact.
Yeah.
Gross. All right.
All right. And what's my song?
Boy, there are so many to choose from, Somicron. Trying to think of classic ones. Let's see. We had you do Part of Your World. What else did we do? Frozen.
Let It Go. Yeah.
Yep. Oh man, Paint with All the Colors. Do we do Paint with All the Colors of the Wind?
No, you wanted me to do that,
That's
but I
right.
won that one.
Then you won. That's right. So we're going there. Paint with All the Colors of the Wind. Pocahontas.
Sure.
All right. Done.
Done.
Dunzo.
Let me just get my voice warmed up.
Me.
Me.
There you go. That sounds good. I'm liking that. More of that warming up. That has a good message too, Samacron. So you'll learn something from the song by learning how to sing it.
Does it have a good message? What's its message?
You'll have to find
Does
that
it
out for
spoil it?
yourself. I think it's personal to everyone.
Okay, sure.
That's not true. You'll figure it out though.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll figure it out. Figure it out.
All right. So we got it locked in. We need
Lock
drops.
it in. Done deal.
We need sound
Yeah.
drops.
Yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of anime, remember how you were like, My Hero Academia is taking a break this week?
And then I was pleasantly surprised when there was a new episode out.
Me too.
But when I was looking at the Reddit and on Funimation for My Hero Academia, there were comments saying, no, it's actually next week.
Ah, okay. Good to know.
So if it is on next week, I'm never reading Reddit again. Because I just can't trust them at this point.
No, certainly can't. Smart.
No.
Yeah, my Crunchyroll app actually told me it was out.
Fair
I
enough.
did a little push notification, which is nice, because then I knew.
Because then you knew.
Anyway, I thought it was pretty good. I do have some complaints about Midoriya's strategy for taking the stamp from Night Eye.
The strategy of just try and move really fast and grab it.
Yeah, and Night Eye nailed it. He's like, it's a poor imitation of Gran Torino. Like, ouch, it hurts, but it's so true. He was just doing Gran Torino. What the crap, dude?
Mm-hmm.
That's all you have? That's your, like, you're supposed to be Batman. You're supposed to be the guy who, like, understands everybody's quirks and can think on your feet and come up with unique strategies to win. And you've just failed hardcore here.
Mm-hmm. I would say I don't think he should have failed, right? Like, for the story and where it's going, I think it makes sense that he fails this challenge.
Yeah.
But Night Eye's quirk is that he knows what you're doing. But Deku's supposed to be able to, like, move really fast. Like, if he's just, like, a dude who can tell what I'm going to do, but I can move faster than he can react, he shouldn't be able to keep it away from me, right?
I agree. But
shouldn't...
what I figured over the course of that situation was he just has the standard... If you have a good quirk, it also comes with incredible durability and speed. Like, that's just kind of how it works, right?
The basic patch, the basic, like, stat
Package.
level bump.
Yeah. Like, if you're famous enough to have your own, your own, what does he call it? Like, hero agency.
Yeah.
You're famous enough to be the side eye of Hero or of All Might for a while. Like, yeah.
Fair enough.
So that's what I took. Because, yeah, if it's literally he can only see the future, like, so what? If somebody's moving at the speed of light, you can't possibly stop them from doing what they want to do.
Right.
Yeah. But, I mean,
But
I don't know. I guess he did attempt to obscure Night Eye's vision using the papers.
Yep.
So that counts as trying something else.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm being
Little
too
bit.
hard on Deku.
No.
He sucked.
Yeah, all he did was, like, jump off the walls and avoid the posters.
Like,
All right.
couldn't he tackle him? Just, like, pin his arm behind his back and take it? Like, I wanted to see that. He's
Right.
got to be a lot stronger than Night Eye.
Like, yeah, he theoretically should be. He didn't, like, at any point try and, like, just kick the guy.
Right.
Like, kick him. Just, like, do what you did against Bakugo like 4 episodes ago in like the streets
Yeah.
last season. Why would that not have worked? Just like a giant big clap, right? Like you see like All Might do
Yeah.
in the tests versus them two,
Yep.
right? Like try and knock him back, knock him unconscious, anything other than just like jump and grab.
Yeah, I don't know. It weirded me out. Like the whole point, like Deku is supposed to be, he didn't have a quirk, so he obsessed over everybody else's quirks, understood them, knew how to move, like to beat them in a lot of cases.
Right. But beating someone who can predict you, like, even at, like, I don't know, it's weird. Night Eye was, like, his sidekick, so theoretically there should be lots of information that Deku has about him, but at the same time, he has none.
He has nothing. He basically knows what the quirk is. He doesn't know how it works or its limitations.
Right.
It was strange. I just don't understand how he doesn't know anything about Night Eye. Bothers me. Like, I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to put up a situation where Night Eye doesn't believe in Deku, which is good. It's a really good story.
Yeah.
But
Getting him to, like, accepting him for the internship or whatever, but being like, yeah, I'm doing this to like, force you to fail and quit.
yeah, I'm going to put you in the highest pressure situations possible so you'll fail so that Mirio can take it because I believe in him. It's not even like I don't believe in you. It's like I believe in this other guy more. That's that's brutal.
Yeah.
I like it.
I do. There was a line. It's like a throwaway line. I don't know how it is in the Japanese, but in the English, Night Eye like says to Deku, "This isn't going to be anything like those internships you did with like Gran Torino and all that."
Yeah.
And then, since you probably didn't watch the after the credits scene, right?
I thought I did this time.
It's like mostly like a preview for the next episode, which is
Yeah.
why you don't watch it.
Right.
Yeah, but. It's literally like Deku walks past an alleyway, spots some bad guys doing some stuff. And that's exactly how his internship with Gran Torino went. He walked past an alley and did some stuff with like Todoroki and all that and Hero Killer Stain. It's like we did patrols and then stuff going down an alleyway. Oh, it's going to be exactly like his internship.
Yeah, it's like we were doing patrols. We stumbled across a hero killer. Almost died. That was my internship with Gran Torino. What else do you have for me, Night Eye? Yeah.
Yeah. Other than like, yeah, it's like, I don't know, I'm kind of at a point where it's like, hasn't Deku proven himself yet? Like, there was that whole thing on that Island as well for the movie.
Well, that never happened.
Well, no, it did.
Have they ever
It's
referred
canon.
to it again?
Well.
Like, remember
no,
how we
but-
developed that great relationship with Dave's daughter and she doesn't exist anymore? I remember that.
No, they keep up in email.
Do they?
Maybe.
Like, outside of the movie, do they keep up in email?
I don't know.
No,
maybe.
she doesn't exist. Remember that
Right, but
glove
I
she
mean-
made him that let him punch as hard as all the power of All for One? Remember that? The One for
And
All.
he broke it.
And he broke it and you can't make another one. Not possible at all somehow.
Of course you can't make that again. It was one of a kind. What do you think one of a kind means?
It means one of the required components of this was something that fell from space. And there are literally no others of these on Earth. Yeah, that's what that means.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm just saying, technically, it's canonical. That did happen.
Nope. I've already
Yep.
forgotten about it. It's not canon.
It is canon
It
because
has to
there's an
have
episode of the anime.
some kind of an effect on the rest of the show, and it doesn't at all.
Sure, it does.
Nobody's referred to it in any way. Nobody's talked about it. Nobody's been like, boy, it's too
Actually-
bad Dave's in prison.
I think someone has mentioned Island.
Really?
Yeah, because that's how I remember that.
Well, I don't remember that, so you'll have to find me the link. We'll talk about it later.
Maybe. Yep. Okay. Is there anything else you wanted to say about this?
No, not about My Hero. It was good.
Yeah, it was good. It's enjoyable.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been playing The Outer Worlds.
Oh, you have the new hotness.
The new Obsidian hotness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I've kind of got like they're not equal parts, but I think it's like 4 things that I very much like. And that's Fallout New Vegas, right? It's one part Fallout New Vegas. Because it's Obsidian, go figure. It is It's one part Bioshock,
Oh, Bioshock's
one
great.
part Mass Effect,
What?
and one part Firefly.
Oh, heard it. Brain does not compute. Losing.
I am loving this game.
How? What? Those are 4 really good parts of things. I don't even. Okay. Wow.
So you get your own ship and you get to bring a crew along, right? Like you get to pick up crew members, a la Mass Effect. You are the captain of the ship. The first companion you meet. Spoilers for like the first 30 minutes of the game.
Fine.
Well, depending on how you do things, 30 minutes, because there is like open world elements to it. So I suppose you could technically wake up and walk in the opposite direction and like miss someone for like 30 minutes or an hour.
Yes. If I wanted.
Is you get a mechanic, a lady mechanic, who's good with her wrench and calls you captain. She's about like she is like a strawberry away from saying shiny. I swear to God.
That'd be amazing if she did, just out of nowhere. All right.
So that's great. That's great. The next person I met was a priest with a mysterious background
Okay.
who I added to my group.
Okay. Hold on.
A shepherd, one might say, who's very interested in you to retrieve his book.
Are you serious right now? Or are you just saying funny stuff?
No, that's the first quest he gives you. Retrieve a book for the... He's called a vicar, not a shepherd. But, you know.
Yeah.
same difference.
No, I know. I know. I get what we're doing. I get what you're laying down here.
And then after that, there's so far hasn't been any other, like... coincidences like that. I was really hoping when I came across, like, the next person, it was a medic. It was like a medic, but it wasn't like a medic with, like, their little sister that was trying to run from the government. That was not...
Probably be a bridge too far.
Probably. Yeah. But
Is there
Yeah.
like a military guy who resents your authority and has a girl's name?
no. But there is a robot that you get called Sam.
Okay, fair.
Yep.
Where do I
But,
get this? I don't know where I get this.
The Epic Store.
Of course
Or
it
in
is.
like a year you can get it on Steam, I think.
Is it a whole year? Dang,
It might be a year.
that hurts.
It's either a year or it's like 6 months. You could also buy it on the Windows Store right now if you wanted.
I don't know if I have that, to be honest with
You have Windows 10 installed. You have the Windows Store installed.
Games. How do I do this?
Sorry. Okay.
Windows
I assume you have like the search bar.
Microsoft Store.
Yeah.
It's an app.
Microsoft Store. Microsoft Store. It's my mistake.
Microsoft Store. Outer Worlds. Holy crap.
Yep.
I've never, ever opened this in my entire life, and I've had Windows 10 for like 4 years now.
Yeah. It's $89.95 Australian.
Okay. Gross.
Or you can get it with the Xbox Game Pass, because if I believe it's like that cross compatibility thing where it's like if you own it on Windows, you'll own it on the Xbox. So if you get the Xbox Game Pass for PC, it'll come with it.
That seems like a good deal.
Yeah, if you're like, I think the Xbox Game Pass, it's like $10, and then you have it like it's $10 a month. Actually, it's $5 Australian a month. So you could literally, if you think you could beat the game in a month, it'll cost you $5 to play it.
That, wow. Okay.
Yeah, and it's currently 80% off, so it'd only be $1 for the first month.
That's a real good deal.
Yep. Well, it turns out if you don't end up don't liking the game, you've also got a whole slew of other games like Into the Breach, Sea of Thieves, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Forza Horizon, Metro Exodus, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, not a bad list.
Yep. Good deal. So what were you gonna say?
So I was gonna say, I mean, the stories around like why this is working so well, why the launch went so well for this, is partially that Bethesda gave them a nice helping hand. For them to be like, we're gonna make Fallout 76 subscription based right as Outer Worlds is being released was brilliant. Everybody's like, we hate you, Bethesda, we hate what you've done. And then all these devs that are like, hey, we do Fallout kind of stuff. Everyone's like, yes, please, more. Competent use of Fallout, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it helps that Obsidian used to make Fallout. They made Fallout 76. right? So everyone was like already, not 76, Fallout New Vegas. They made Fallout New Vegas. And so everyone was already like had their eye on them.
They did.
And
They
this
kind of
game
forgot they existed for a while, I think.
for a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But Bethesda absolutely trying to be like, hey, stay with us during this new release of the game, totally shot themselves in the foot by making a dumb subscription model that doesn't work.
I just can't think of anything they could have done that would have helped Outer Worlds more. It's almost like they were subversively helping them with their launch. It was crazy.
I mean, they were trying not to help. They actively wanted to try and retain players by giving them new stuff. But the stuff they gave them was broke, jank, and cost them $100 a year.
They've lost their way. Bethesda's done, man.
Yeah, this is bag of dicks.
Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Gosh dang it. Do I need to buy this game? I wasn't planning on buying a game.
It's a lot of fun.
How dare you love
and
it?
I mean, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, you know.
Oh,
don't know.
man. I am seeing all the elements you're talking about just watching this little teaser trailer thing.
Yeah, I got to space station, and I docked and I went around and I was exploring, and I came across this little board, and it was like, hey, do you want to turn in the guy who's giving you all your main storyline quests? Do you want to just hand him in to the authorities and tell them where their secret location is?
Holy crap.
You can do that if you want.
Is there a reward?
Yes, you will get rewarded if you do it.
Oh my gosh, that's so good.
Or alternatively, you could follow his quest line. Or alternatively, you could go to his where he is and just shoot the guy.
It's true. Seems like some nice freedom you got.
Lots of choices is what I'll say.
Can we co-op this thing?
No, single player. Yeah.
God.
Sleep on it.
Okay, I will.
Yeah. Do that. Yeah. So,
All right. Well, now that I'm obsessing over this thing, I think we're over time. So.
just a little bit.
Oh, I gotta do Sports Minute. I promised the people Sports Minute.
Yeah.
It was a good try.
Okay. Let me just stop
going.
my recording.
Yep. Sounds good.
Stopwatch. All right. Are you ready?
I am so ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
It's NBA season 2019-2020. So darn excited for this year, everybody. Somehow the Timberwolves are undefeated. Not sure how that happened. And the Pelicans are 0-3. They're a really fun team, though. So keep an eye on them. All right, so currently the top teams of the conference are the Timberwolves, Spurs, Nuggets, Suns, Clippers, Lakers, and Trailblazers, and the Jazz. But don't expect that to be very standard for very long. The Lakers, as long as Anthony Davis and LeBron James go down, and as long as they get one more piece, then I kind of feel like they'll be in the playoffs, but watch this spot. The Rockets. The Rockets experiment is going very, very poorly, to my everlasting delight. Westbrook and Harden are shooting so poorly, and they're already fighting on the bench. Oh, I love it so very, very much, and keep watch on that as well. The NFL standings here. The AFC is butt, you guys. The Patriots are 8-0. Everybody else, blech. They are basically terrible. And the NFC East is a tight race. I'm going to predict that the 49ers are going to go to the Super Bowl. So it's going to be Patriots and 49ers. Mark that down. There we go. Darn, 3 seconds over. Terrible.
I had a great idea while I was going on, which is I'm going to bleep major portions of that. Just like all the player names, the team names, and people have to fill in the blanks and see if they can guess what you're thinking of or what you're trying to say.
It sounds like a game.
Sounds like a game. Also sounds like a lot of work. So
It does. All right. Well, good stuff. That's going to be it from us today. We are over time, so we're going to head on out. But thank you so much for joining us today on the Falcon Paladin Hour. Feel free to check out the merch as well as the Patreon page. You can catch us also both on Twitter and YouTube and stuff. Links in the description. Until next time, as always, thanks for being here, and you take care of yourself.